everyone. Today we're going to be doing an opening for the latest core set, the Infinite Forbidden, the 5th set in Series 11, I believe it is. So yeah, let's take a look first at the box art. I think this is probably my favorite of the box art so far for this series. The blue looks great. Exodia, the Unstoppable Exodia Incarnate's looking awesome on the front there. So yeah, let's bust this guy open. I don't do a lot of pack openings on this channel. Sometimes I do them when I buy a pack, basically, or a box, simply because boxes are expensive, and I don't make any money from doing this, so, and Konami won't send them to me for free, so, but hey, looks pretty good to me. So, pop this open. Infinite Forbidden. Alright, there we go. So we got our packs. Let's take out the first a little bit here. Looking good. Exodia. Ooh, shiny. Alright, first pack. We have Woes of the White Forest, so the new White Forest archetype. DPH Gendamore, Cyber Synchro Tuner Effect Monster. Level 8. Rusia of the White Forest. Gimmick Puppet Cattle Scream, one of the new gimmick puppets. And our first super, Ragnarika Wicked Butterfly. I don't know a ton about the Ragnarika archetype, but there's the new super for them, level 4. That one there. That's 10. Dragon's Light and Darkness. Oh, Moon of the Closed Heaven. We're going to be seeing a lot of her over the next little while. Particularly running or helping to run the Miendsmith engine, as she is a light fiend, so she can be turn any 2 monsters into Requiem. And then we also got Drytron new. Alright, let's see here. What's our next? Hoping for some Fiendsmith stuff, or maybe the Mulch Hermy stuff. We got Emblema Salvation. Oh, Field Reflection of the Millennium, new Millennium support, or whatever you want to call it, the Exodia archetype, basically. Fiendsmith Sank, so first Fiendsmith card. Oh, another Millennium, the Golem that guards the Millennium treasures. And we got our first ulti, Rosella, Sinister Soul of the White Forest, so our first White Forest Synchro. Level 6, Spellcaster, Synchro, and a Tuner. Right, and if this card is special summoned, you can send a spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard. Add a White Forest card or light Spellcaster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Illusion and Spellcaster Synchro monsters you control gain 500 attack, and they cannot be destroyed by card effect. So not bad. Protection, Searcher, all that fun stuff. Put her there. And then we got Necroquip Princess. This is a TCG premiere. So it, along with, I think, Aerial Eater, both effectively are Fiendsmith support. So there's that. Then we got Dark End Evaporation Dragon, the new Light and Darkness Dragon stuff. Dora, which I believe is basically a form of Tempai support, but also I think there was just this dragon. I can't remember what his name was. Maybe just Dora or Kidmodo Dragon? Kidmodo Dragon, I think was it. Yeah, so now he's fat. And then Guardian of the Voiceless Voice. So some Voiceless Voice. Voiceless Voice has not really done anything, has it? It's just sort of disappeared. Which is too bad, because it seemed like it could be something competitive, but really, like, Snake Eyes has just been so dominant. I think in the OCG, Voiceless Voice was more viable, simply because it played well into Max C. Moving on. Third pack. Service Puppet Play. So, more gimmick puppet stuff. Ragnarika Selene Snapper. Ragna stuff. Another Woes of the White Forest. Betten Bat, ugly looking dude, but a tuner, level 1. Oh, super rare, the Centurion Atri. Dragon Tuner Effect monster that reads, if this card you control would be used as synchro material, you can treat it as a non-tuner. You can only use the following effects of Centurion Atri once per turn. If this card is normal or special, and you have both an Emblema card and a Centurion card in your graveyard, you can draw a card. Also, you cannot special summon Centurion Atri for the rest of this turn. During the main phase, if this card is a continuous trap, you can special summon this card. So, fine. Nothing, like, mind-blowing, but good enough. I find Centurion to be a pretty middle-of-the-pack archetype. Nothing, like, terrible, but nothing mind-blowing. And what else we got here? We got Blazing Bombardment Blast, Mansion of the Dreadful Dolls, the Gimmick Puppets field spell, which is really key to enabling the FTK. Valmonica creation, continuous trap for Valmonica, and Kochobo Hina Matsuri. I know what this is support for, but I cannot remember. Let's read. Xyz. I think it might be also for Gimmick Puppet, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So we'll put Centurion Atri over here with Ragnar Reich stuff. Separate the wheat from the chaff, if you will. All right. So far, some decent pulls. Ultra rare in the first 2 packs is never a bad thing. Oh, Fiendsmith Sequence, first Fiendsmith Link Monster. Maiden of the Millennium Moon, another Millennium support. Oh, Fiendsmith's Lacrima. That one I actually saw in one of the feature matches today. The NEWCQ Invitational portion. Interdimensional Matter Forwarder. And here we go. This was one of the cards I was definitely hoping to pull. Memento Mictalon, Tekutilita, Creation King, Illusion Fusion Effect. His materials are 3 Memento monsters. And you can banish this card from your graveyard, add a Memento Mictalon from your deck to your hand. You cannot activate the following effects of Memento Mictalon Tekutilita, Creation King in the same chain. If this card is fusion summoned, you can send 1 Memento card from your deck and or extra deck. 3, sorry, not 1. So it's essentially up to 3 foolish and or extra foolish burials. And then you can target, and then you can also, quick effect, target an equal number of Memento monsters you control and cards your opponent controls and destroy them. You can only use these effects once per turn. So this guy, super key for the Memento archetype. Looks pretty cool too. I really like the art on this guy, the mix of all the different colors of the Mementos, the reds and blues and greens and whatnot. Really cool card. We haven't actually pulled the common, the Sleepy, that's also in this set. There we go. That's our 3rd super. Vesper Girsu, Sangan Kaiho, the new Sangan support or Tenpai support, and then Trap Gatherer. All right, I'll put the Fiendsmith stuff apart as well because that stuff will probably be relevant. All right. Let's see what we get. DPH Gendamore, we have 2 of him now. Depressed Pard, Depressed Leopard, Madolche Dessert, some of the Madolche support in here. Meteor Drytron, and the secret rare Astellar of the White Forest. So we got 2 of the White Forest cards now. Wait, is it first? Oh yeah, no, Urselia is the Shizatsu Ultra. Stellar is a secret rare. You can send 1 spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard. Special summon a light spellcaster tuner from your deck. If a spell trap is sent to your graveyard to activate a monster effect while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card. You can only use each effect once per turn. So that is that's a chase card right there. I probably would have preferred a Fiendsmith because I'm more likely to play it than White Forest, but being a level 2, there's some synergy potentially with Sprite here. There's some synergy that I've already seen with Runic. But yeah, very cool. Very excited for that pull. And what else we got here? Another copy of Valmonica Creation. We got Broomy. Look at that dude. He's very excited to be a Broom, Guardian of the Voiceless Voice, and Dragon's Light and Darkness. So some pretty decent stuff. 3 supers, an ultra, and a secret so far. Gimmick Puppet Rouge Doll, who won't say blood to save their lives. Another Gimmick Puppet Calstream. Rusia of the White Forest, another one of the White Forest. Oh, there's the other one we were talking about, the Aerial Eater. And there is also our next super rare, Varar Valmonican Concord. We'll go over her in a second, but I want to talk about Aerial Eater. This is actually a retrain of Air Eater. Nobody saw that one coming, especially as a fusion, but he's a generic fusion, 2 fiends with the same attribute. If this card fusion summon, you can send a fiend monster from your deck to your graveyard. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish 2 level 6 or higher fiend monsters with the same attribute as each other from your graveyard, except for Aerial Eater, and special summon this card. So, Fiendsmith support, basically. And then Valpar, Valmonica Concord, the Link 2 spellcaster. Unaffected by card effects except for Valmonica cards, but you have 6 or more resonance counters on your field. That's kind of the Valmonica thing, is getting these resonance counters going. Gains 1 additional attack during each battle phase for each level 4 Valmonica you control, once per turn, while your opponents would special summon a monster. If you have 3+ resonator counters on your field, quick effect, you can negate the special summon, and if you do, destroy monsters, then remove 3 resonance counters from your field. So, not a bad card. I think it does a little bit for Valmonica. I don't think Valmonica is still a particularly strong archetype, but I think this does a lot for it. Like, you've got monster negation, or summon negation in here, you've got additional attacks on a 3000 attack monster. That's only a link 2, so you can access it pretty quickly. It's not affected by monster effects, or by card effects, except for Valmonica cards. Well, you have lots of resonance counters. I don't know enough about the deck to say like how easy it is to get 6 counters, but hey, there you go. Zapper Shrimp. Volmina, Statue of the Sacred Dragon. Oh, Madolche! Madolche, the mini Mewkaroon. So cute. Link 3, Beast Link Monster. 2 effect monsters including Madolche. If this card is Link summoned, you can add a Madolche from your deck to your hand. Target a monster in your graveyard, special summon 1 Madolche from your hand, and if you do, shuffle that target into the deck. Also, you cannot activate monster effects this turn, except for a Madolche, as you can only use this effect once per turn. So not bad, little Link 3 there. I think it does a lot for Madolche, but not as much as I believe the new Xyz monster does. But still, it's cute. We'll put that one to the side, because he's just a cute little boy. 3 cute little boys. Kitties? I think they're kitties, not dogs. Alright. Another Fiend, Reflection of the Millennium, Emblem of Salvation, another one of those. Paralyzing Mushroom, that is new to us. League of Uniform Nomenclature Strikes. Got 3 Ojama Yellows. Oh, Kubiko, a continuous trap. So I wonder if this... Let's see here. Special summon this card as an effect monster, Fairy Earth. Level 2, 0 attack, 0 defense. With the following effect, this card is also still a trap. Once per chain, when your opponent activates a monster effect on the field that targets a card you control, you can set this card in your spell and trap zone, and if you do negate that opponent's effect, then if that monster has the highest attack on your opponent's field, return to the hand. So it's kind of an interesting little effect there. I wonder how that works with, what is it? The rabbit. Silhouette Rabbit. So we'll see. I think that it works with this guy. Another Necro-Equipped Princess, Gimmick Puppet Little Soldiers, another Gimmick Puppet Field Spell, and another Trap Gatherer. So it's a super. For those keeping track, we have 5 supers, and a secret, and an ultra so far. So we're not even halfway through. But I am very happy about that White Forest pull. Aerial Eater. Woes of the White Forest. Dipsy Fiend. Miendsmith Lacrima, second one of those. Oh, and there he is. TCG Premier Archetype. And Mimighoul Master is an ultra rare. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect while your opponent controls any face-down monsters, or you control a Mimighoul monster other than him. You can only use the following effects of Mimighoul Master once per turn. This card is normal or special. You can add a Mimighoul monster from your deck to your hand, except for Mimighoul Master. During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can change a face-down monster on the field to face-up attack or face-up defense. So that's kind of nice. You can use Mimighoul Master basically to flip your Mimighoul that you gave your opponent face-up as a quick effect speed, so that's not terrible. And yeah, level 4. Not bad. Cool. Hopefully, I know this is like massive copium considering how Ashen went, how Tistina went, how Godie's gone. But hopefully this time the second wave is good. It's not going to be good. It's gonna be bad probably. Vesper Girsu, Gimmicks Puppet Soldiers again, Sylphie of the White Forest, another White Forest, and Bloomy. All right. So far, a pretty solid set, I gotta say. I'm quite happy with this set. Lead was fine, but this has been a very good set. Service Puppet Play again, Madolche Dessert, Fiend Sequence, another Aerial Eater, and Mimighoul Maker, the super rare. Not a quick effect, but here we go. Reveal 2 flip monsters with different names from your deck. Your opponent randomly picks one for you to special summon to their field and face down defense, and you add the other to your hand. Then you can special summon 1 Mimighoul from your hand. If your opponent special summons a monster during the damage step, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target a face-down monster your opponent controls, change it to face-up attack or defense. But that is not a quick effect. So, there's that. But you can also only use the effect of one effect per turn and only once that turn. So there we go. Super rare for the spell card. Service Puppet Play, we already went through those. Mansion of the Dreadful Dolls, another copy of that, so I got a playset. Monica Creation, Dora again, and Guardian of the Voiceless Voice. But yeah, like I was saying about Voiceless Voice, it really never went anywhere. Like, it doesn't seem like anyone is playing it right now. Snake Eyes is just so good. Alright, another copy of the League of Uniform Nomenclature Strikes. Gimmick Puppet Rouge Doll, Bet and Bat, Ragnarika, Celine Sapper. I think this is the first of this one we've gotten so far. Oh, Exode. Our first of the Exodia retrain cards, or Exodia archetype, not really a retrain, but if this card is always treated as an Exode and Obliterate card, if your opponent, if you control a level 10 or higher Exodia monster, destroy all cards your opponent controls. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish it, then activate one of these effects. Add a Forbidden One monster from your deck to your hand, or shuffle up to 5 Forbidden Ones from your graveyard and or banishment into the deck. You can only use each effect of Exode Fires of Rage once per turn, so that's a super. Kochibo Hani Matsuri, Light and Sublimation. So we have the dark version, now we got the light one. That's 10. And Sylvia the White Forest. Alright. I think this is the last of this. Oh, no, we got 2 more in that half of the box, and then we got another 12 packs to go. So we're burning through a lot of supers early, which isn't a bad thing. Lots of surprises coming up. Maiden of the Millennium Moon, Golden that guards the Millennium Treasures, Meteor Triatron, Cosmo Queen of Prayers, and Magicoidal Soul. So I think this is the new Paleo. This works with Paleos. Aqua Tuner, level 2, effect. If a monster is special summoned by your trap effect during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard, but if you summon it from the graveyard, banish it when it leaves the field. During your opponent's battle phase, quick effect, you can activate one of these effects. Immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon using cards you control, or immediately after this effect resolves, Xyz summon. So actually, not a bad little card here. Not bad, level 2, so tons of synergy. Probably with the Soul Hat Rabbit, as well as Sprite, Runic, Paleo, as mentioned before. So that's an interesting little card. And he's a super. So lots of supers so far. 3-in-1, Ojamas again, Broomy, another copy of the Macarons, and Cosmic Tree Immerstal. This is new. Plant effect. Link 5. Holy crap. You can only control one Cosmic Tree Immerstal. Each time your opponent special summons a monster face up during the main phase, you gain life points equal to its attack once per turn. Quick effect. You can pay life points in multiples of 1,000. This card gains that much attack. So, cool. Might do something. I don't feel like it would do anything in plants, though. But hey, who knows? Life point gain, gimmicks. Life points don't matter until you don't have any. Then they really matter. Alright, what do we got? Paralyzing Mushroom. Interdimensional Matter Forwarder. Depressard. Oh, there's Sleepy, our first copy of Sleepy, the other Memento monster that came in this set along with the Creation King. Very key to the archetype, is basically a fusion monster that can enable your fusion summons. Not quite as versatile as Mementolan Fusion that came out in lead, but still a very good card for the archetype. Oh, and we got our third Mimighoul card, Mimighoul Room, the Trap card, another super. Special summon one Mimighoul monster from your hand or deck to your field, or in face-down defense position to your opponent's field. Then you change one face-up monster in the field to face-down defense. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target any number of Mimighouls you control. Return them to the hand. You can only use one Mimighoul Room effect per turn, and only once that turn. So that's interesting. That's another super. We got Gimmick Puppet Little Soldiers, Knight Armed Dragon, the Armored Knight Dragon. Really? Knight Armed Dragon, the Armored Knight Dragon. Light and Sublimation Dragon, and Zappa Shrimp. I'm not even going to acknowledge that as a name. It's worse than Hope Harbinger, Titanic Galaxy, whatever it was. No, I think he's a number 2, isn't he? Interdimensional Matter Forwarder. Depressard. Miendsmith Sank. Meteor Drytron. Oh, man, this is the Mimighoul set. Sorry if anyone else who may have wanted this set wanted lots of Mimighouls. I have pulled all of the Mimighouls. This is my 4th Mimighoul card. Mimighoul Archfiend. Flip effect. Another super, by the way. Flip effect. In the main phase, apply these effects in sequence. Your opponent draws a card, send one card from hand to the graveyard, give your opponent control of this card. During your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field and face down defense. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can change one face down monster on the field to face up attack or defense, and you can only use this effect once per turn. So yeah, there we go. Dark and Evaporation Dragon, Broomy, Dragon Light and Darkness, and Light and Sublimation Dragon. So we actually got both the dark and the lights for the new Light and Darkness Dragon Lord, I believe is his name. And that's new. But yeah, cool. We are halfway through this box. Let's keep up the pace. Bet and Bat, Miendsmith Sequence, Fiend Reflector of the Millennium, Maiden of the Millennium Moon. Oh, and there's Gimmick Puppet, Fantasix Machinix. And then we have Sylvie, 3-in-1, Sangan, and another Bombardo Beast. But yeah, let's get into the Gimmick Puppet. This is another super rare. Lots of supers. So if you bought this box, you would want to take from the left side because everything was super on the right. 2 level 8 monsters. You can detach 1 material from this card, add a rank up magic spell from your deck to your hand, and also you can normal summon 1 machine monster during your main phase turn in addition to your normal summon set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. If you special summon a Gimmick Puppet Xyz monster, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your graveyard to either field in defense position, then add a rank up magic spell from your graveyard to your hand. You can only use this effective Gimmick Puppet Fantasix Machinix once per turn, so he's supposed to look like Quattro. Cool. So we have like, what do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. That makes sense. 14. I think 11 of them are supers. Cool. The Mimighouls set's fun. Why not? I like the archetype. I think it'll be fun to play. I don't think it'll be particularly competitive, but I think it'll be fun. We got more Cattle Screen. We got more League of Uniform Nomenclature, Emblem Salvation, Mementos and Sleepy. What is Disa Blaster? Disa Blaster, the Negation Fortress. Pendulum Monster, level 5. Pendulum Effect. Negate any effect activated in this card's column. Machine Pendulum Effect. If there's a column with no cards, you can special summon this card from your hand to your zone in that column. You can only special summon Dia Blaster, the Negation Fortress, once per turn this way. Negate any card effects activated in this card's column. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place it in your Pendulum zone. Interesting. I'm sure there's going to be something weird that comes out with this, but I'm not sure what that is. He's an Ultra. Cool. I don't know. I like it. Could be fun. I play Pen. I like Pendulum. Woes of the White Forest. Dipsy Fiend. Meteor Drytron. DPH Gendamur. And spell card Monster Reborn. A reference to the duel between Yugi and Atem. But target a monster in either graveyard, special summon to your field, but for the rest of the turn, it cannot attack, and neither player can activate its effect. You can only use this card once per turn, or activate 1 spell card Monster Reborn per turn. So basically, it's like a quick effect Monster Reborn that negates the effect, but it gets you a body, and it can actually be used as graveyard interruption on your opponent's turn. Or not on your opponent's turn, but yeah, I mean during your opponent's turn. But from your opponent's graveyard is what I'm trying to get at here. And it's a super. Still haven't seen any shiny Miendsmith or Mulchummies. Shiny Mulchummy, please. Desperard, Service Puppet Play, Emblem of Salvation, Man of the Millennium Moon. Oh, another freaking Mimighoul. This is another super rare as well. Mimighoul Cerberus. Beast, flip, effect, flip. If it is the main phase, apply these effects in sequence. Bash the top 3 cards of your deck, and special summon 1 of your banished monsters to your opponent field in defense. Give control of this card to your opponent. So he's probably the worst of the 3. There's also the Dragon. We've already pulled the Archfiend. But during your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field in face down defense. You can only use the effect once per turn. Your opponent cannot target face-up spells you control with card effects. So I guess it works to protect the field spell. And a bunch of stuff we already have. We have a lot of copies of this, of the Mansion of the Dreadful. Dolls. Oh, Gimmick Puppet's fine. I'm not a huge fan of the aesthetic myself. I also hate Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. Ragnarok Celine Slapper. Paralyzing Mushroom. Cosmo Queen of the Prayers. Sleepy. And Fiendsmith's Tract. In Secret Rare. Add a light fiend monster from your deck to your hand, then discard one card. You can banish this card from your graveyard, fusion summon one Fiendsmith fusion monster from your extra deck using monster from your hand or field. You can only use each effect of Fiendsmith's Track once per turn. So there we go, our second secret to go along with a Stellar of the White Forest. That'll go over there. And then, another copy of Madolche, Meowcaroons, Dora, Light, Dragon's Light, and Darkness in 3-1. So there we go, we got 2 secrets, 3 ultras, and a buttload of super so far. Interdimensional Matter Forwarder, the Golem League, Fiend Reflection of the Millennium, Dark Magic Mirror Force. I honestly didn't know this was a card in here. When your opponent's monster declares an attack or an opponent's monster effect is activated that would destroy a monster on the field, while a monster that mentions like Sarcophagus is on the field, destroy as many attack position monsters your opponent controls as possible. Then if you control Dark Magician, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed. Also, for the rest of the turn after this card resolved, the first time each monster you control that's Shining Sarcophagus would be destroyed by battle or card effect is not. So it's both Shining Sarc support, mostly that, but also works with DM. And there's DM in the art. Cool. And yeah, bunch of stuff we already have. Drytron, new too. He's new to you. Old to the OCG. But isn't that just the TCG way? Fiendsmith Sanct, Benton Bat, Rusi of the White Forest, Madolche Dessert. Whoa. And another bloody sober. Oh, I accidentally put my Gimmick Puppet Fantasix Machinix. Oh no, he is a super. What am I talking about? Never mind. Got distracted, sorry. Drytron Meteonis Dae Draconids. Ritual Machine. You can ritual summon this card with Mementos Meteonis Drytron. Other Drytron monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Twice per turn, when your opponent's effects. Twice per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can banish Drytron monsters. Minimum 1 from your graveyard to use a total attack equal or exceed the original attack of that monster and negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. If this ritual summon card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can special summon one ritual monster with 4,000 attack from your hand or deck. This is treated as a ritual summon. So I'm sure it does a lot in Drytron. I missed the Drytron meta. Never really played Drytron, but hey, there you go. Big boy. Big dude. Big ritual. 12-star ritual. I can't imagine there's a lot of 12-star rituals. He might be the only one. Like, what other 12-star rituals can I even think of off the top of my head? Maybe 2? I don't even know. I don't think there are any other ones. Dipsy Fiend, Fiendsmith Smanked, another copy of Sleepy, Queen of Prayers, and the ulti, the new Sengenjin Wakes from a Millennium. So another one of the Millennium supports. Cannot be destroyed by monster effects. You can use each of the following effects of Senjin Wakes from Millennium once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can place it in your spell trap zone as a face-up continuous spell. While this card is a continuous spell, you can pay 2,000 life points or reveal a Millennium Ankh in your hand and special summon this card. Then you can add a Millennium monster from your deck to your hand. So not bad. Really a pretty solid starter for it. Searcher. Go get yourself more of them. And another copy of the tree thing. Kotobo, the dragon whose name is stupid. And there we go. All right, we're down to our final 3. Will we see more Fiendsmith stuff? Will we see more Whitewood stuff? Will I get the last of the Mimighouls? I'm just missing the dragon. Dipsy Fiend, Ragnarok Celine Snapper, Gimmick Puppet Road Doll, Golem that guards the Millennium Treasures, Susurrus of the Sinful Spoils. So this is a super rare Sinful Spoils card. Target one illusion or spellcaster you control. Return that face-up monster to the hand or extra deck. Then special summon one illusion or spellcaster from your graveyard or banishment. If this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a monster effect, you can set this card. So that's got some synergy with Dia Bellstar and other things. But cool. And then we got 3-in-1. Coachable. At this point, we've basically seen all the commons, I think. I don't think there's anything that's new and exciting in the world of commons for this set. Gendabor. Oh, I think I just saw the telltale shine of a quarter-century secret rare there. Paralyzing Mushroom, Rusia, Aerial Eater, and it's an effect monster. Ooh! I have 2 of them now. This one is the quarter-century secret rare, though. SLR of the White Forest. Spellcaster effect. We already read through her effect, but let's take a nice little look-see at the quarter-century secret rare. Very nice. Cool. This is actually the second time I've done an opening, and I've opened the regular rarity and the quarter-century secret rarity. I did it for Fusion Armament and Duelist Nexus as well. Very nice. Dora, Vesper Girsu, Dark End Evaporation Dragon, and Bombardment Beast. And our last pack. Should have slapped it for luck, but that's okay. Service Puppet Play, Madolche Dessert, Cosmo Queen of the Prayers, Miendsmith Lacrima, and then Spell Card Soul Exchange. So this is also... Oh, there's another copy of the Moon. I only got 2 of these, I think. Not that you need a ton, but... little note. It's still just a common, so... But yeah, Spell Card Soul Exchange. These are also kind of like DM, like affied versions. Although this one's not a quick effect, but whatever. Spell Card Soul Exchange. Immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon 1 monster and 1... Tribute summon 1 monster, and you can tribute monsters your opponent controls even though you do not control them, but it cannot be tributed this turn. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, your opponent can apply this card's preceding effect. You can only activate 1 Spell Card Soul Exchange per turn. So there you go. All right. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 supers. We got 2 secrets and a quarter-century secret. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4 alties. So we got a lot of secrets. But hey, I'm actually pretty happy about all my pulls. Like, I would have really liked a Mulcharmy or a Fiendsmith Engraver, but I will gladly take the Estellars and the Fiendsmith Track. All that's pretty solid. Overall, I think it's a pretty cool, pretty good set. Like, I got some of the Mimighouls stuff's cool. Yeah, looking forward. I would have liked an Exodia Incarnate as well, obviously. I love the art for Exodia Incarnate. It just looks so badass, I think. But that's besides the point. Yeah, cool. Hope you enjoyed this pack opening. Thanks for watching. Bye.